Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, and glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or Kakadash. Double honor to all the elders and apostles of GMS that taught me this truth. Peace and Shalom to the fellow Akim that are pushing this truth with honesty and sincerity. And here's a video that says Taliban supporters hold mock funeral for U.S. and NATO countries. And that's the spirit, man, because through the spirit, we believe that NATO is the beast, and America, the woman that rides upon the beast, is America. Slakia. That NATO is the beast and America is the woman or the whore that rides upon the beast, man. All right. And for other countries that they have pillaged and destroyed through war and EU sanctions and tariffs and all this other shit, we believe that they will eventually break out and have war against these nations. And then some of these nations within are having within the EU are having troubles with America. Okay, so we're just going to watch this very short video, and then we're going to get into Revelation 17 chapter and a little bit of the history of NATO. And Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. So you see the American flag, the British flag, and it looks like the French flag, if I'm not mistaken. Man, and that's what's up, man. All right, that's what's up. These other nations are mad, man, and it will be settled by war. So we're going to get into this Revelation 17 chapter. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great horde that sit up upon many waters. And we know that great horde is to be America, man. Okay. Verse 2, whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. And that's her philosophy, man, her doctrine. Okay, the homosexuality, the pedophilia. Okay, this whole exalting the woman above man. All right, just, man, all these different types of religions that you can worship, you can follow. Okay, mocking and scoffing of the Lord, blaspheme of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and it's the quote unquote democracy and liberation and freedom, which has been a total sham, man, which has been found to be not true. Okay, you have the illusion of freedom here. Okay, verse 3, so he carried me away into the spirit, into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, and scarlet goes into red. All right, having 7 heads. Okay, look at, yeah, having 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, and we know those 7 heads to be Germania Major, Germania Minor, Spain, France, Britain, Rome. Who am I missing? And I can't remember. Maybe America. I can't remember. I forget the 7 heads and 10 horns. It's been so long since I actually went over. But anyway, it's all good. And verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. And the cup she had is her doctor, man, or her wine, man. All right. And decked in precious stones and pearls, meaning royalty. All right. The mother of all harlots. Okay. Verse 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of all harlots and abominations of earth. And that comes from America, man. All right. Because here in America is one of the most wicked kingdoms that there is. Orgies, gay marriages, children, transgenderism, man, just so much wicked, putting wicked and abominable foods up on a high level as delicate foods. Just man, man can lay with animals, man, and they're trying to make make it illegal for men to lay with young boys and young girls, man. Just filthy, man. Blood touching blood, just full of abominations, man. Blaspheming the Lord, openly. Satan worshiping openly. And it's the mother of all harlots. Verse 6, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And America has slain many of the Lord's chosen people, man. Okay, many of the Lord's true believers. Okay, in ancient Babylon and here in modern day Babylon, which is America, man. All right, and some of us that are preaching this truth in the name of Yahushua will be martyrs, man. That's just the way it's written, man. Lord willing, man, that all the brothers I know, can make it, man, without having to go up to the spirit world and come back. But the Lord said that the first will be risen up, man. The first of the dead will be risen up. Worth the paraphrasing. Verse 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, and it goes back into NATO and the EU, man. All right. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not yet, and yet is. And that's the beast that was, that is not, is Rome. Okay, the Roman Empire, and then through Britain came America, man. All right. And so let's get into just a little bit of the history of NATO, man. And we're just gonna breeze through this real quick. Just a few things of it. Says a short history of NATO. It is often said that the North Atlantic Treaty Organization was founded in response to the threat posed by the Soviet Union. This is only partially true. In fact, the alliance creation was part of a border effort to serve 3 purposes: deterring Soviet expansionism, forbidding the revival of national militarism in Europe, which that's what America has done. So that's what the thing that they sought to fight for, they actually become, because that's what NATO is the military aspect of it. Okay, and EU is the economic part of it. In Europe, through a strong North American presence on the continent and encouraging European political integration. The aftermath of World War II saw such as Europe devastated in a way that is now difficult to envision. Approximately 36.5 million Europeans had died in the conflict, 19 million of them civilians. And it's going to even be more when World War III breaks out, man. All right, there's going to be bombing shit and people not even caring. Refuge camps are rotating, demanded daily life. In some areas, infant mortality rates were 1 in 4. Millions of orphans wandered the burnt out shells of former metropolis. In Germany, by the city of Hamburg alone, 500,000 people were homeless, man. In addition, communists added by the Soviet Union were threatening the elected governments across Europe. In February 1948, the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia. I might be saying that wrong. With but that's what it looks like. With covert backing from the Soviet Union, overthrew the democratically elected government in that country. Then, in reaction to the democratic consolidation of West Germany, the Soviets backed Allied controlled West Berlin in a bid to consolidate their hold on the German capital. The heroism of the Berlin airlift provided future allies with some solace, but prevention remained a great threat to freedom and stability. So we're going to move it down. Okay, let's see what it says here. Fortunately, by the United States had turned its back on its traditional policy of diplomatic isolationism. Aid provided through the U.S. funded Marshall Plan, also known as the European Recovery Program, and other means fostered a degree of economic stability. And so this is the EU forming. Okay, Europeans, because the NATO and the EU are one together. European states still needed confidence in their security. However, before they would begin talking and trading with each other, military cooperation and the security of it would have to develop in partial and also like in parallel with economic and political progress. So right there it says, I'll read it again. Let me see where I start. It says military cooperation and the security it would bring would have to develop in parallel with economic and political progress, which is a NATO and the EU. All right. And it's joined together. Okay. NATO and the EU. Let me see here. And the 10, verse 12, and the 10 whom which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And I think one of the brothers said that 1 hour is actually like 50 or like 60 or 70 years. I forgot. Let me see if I wrote it down in my hard copy. Let me see here. Man, I need a new Bible. I need a new sword. Where are we? Nope, I didn't write it down. Nope, didn't write it down. Terrible on my behalf. But anyhow, moving on to verse 13. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Right there. Going back into that paragraph that we just read, man. They should have one mind and give all their power to the beast, which all these nations would come together when it's time and make war, man. Okay. Verse where we at? Verse 13. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. And that's the elect. And the Lamb is Yahushua, man, which we all know. But they plan on making war with Yahushua because all these chariot sightings are being seen all over the world, man. Okay. And Trump has already made which has been there, his military space force. Now, what do they need the military space force for? Because when the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua comes back, they're going to try to fight him, man. Okay, because you don't find any other pastors going into this Revelations and explaining what it means when they shall make war with the Lamb. What does that mean? All right, because we know what war means, right? We know what war means, but how do they war with the Lamb? They're going to physically. So like they're going to physically try to fight against the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua when he comes back. Okay. Let me see here. Verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. All right. These different nations that NATO and EU rule over, man. Okay. Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and shall burn her with fire. And at the end, these NATO nations are going to eventually end up turning on America, man. All right, like I know Turkey is having trouble with them. Germany is having trouble because they don't. Germany doesn't want them to, or Slovakia, America doesn't want Germany to build that pipeline, but the money's already been spent. The money's already there, and the money's already been spent, man. Okay, and yeah, of course you have Turkey is having conflict with them, and Britain, Britain just had the Brexit, and then I think France is planning on leaving the EU as well, man. All right, so we can see the Lord Yahweh Shemram Shai getting ready and setting things up, man. And I'll end it off real quick on this Daniel. This is Daniel 4:17. This is the matter. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and that the demand by the word of the holy ones. Let the to the intent of the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men. And the basis of men are ruling the world right now, man. Chiefly Esau, Edom, okay? And you got some other heathen nations that are ruling as well. But the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai has set them up, man, only for a short time, man. So this just was a quick lesson going into I seen this article and just wanted to do something about NATO, which is the beast, man. Okay. So hopefully the lesson was edifying, man. Shalom.